I would now like to invite Sangeeta Gupta back, Senior Vice President NASSCOM, to unveil NASSCOM's report titled Technology Reshaping the Future of Work, an India Perspective. Joining her will be Rajiv Sodhi, Chief Operating Officer, Microsoft India. In his role, Rajiv drives end-to-end operations of Microsoft India. Before taking on this role, he was leading Microsoft Partner Business Strategy for India. Over to you.
I hope you're enjoying the event as much as we enjoyed putting it together. A key theme we've heard through the sessions is the importance of talent and shaping the future of work. Today, we are delighted to release a thought leadership report on technology shaping the future of work, which we are publishing in partnership with Microsoft. The report delves into how technology is playing a key role to reimagine work, workplace, workforce, and how organizations are digitizing the employee life cycle to enhance experience. To launch the report, I'm delighted to have Mr. Rajiv Sodhi, Chief Operating Officer, Microsoft India, join us. Welcome, Rajiv.
Thank you, Sangeeta. And first of all, let me join and congratulate NASSCOM for the work done behind this report. It's great to see organization put a focus on the future of work, how work's going to be done, and the role that technology plays in driving employee engagement and productivity. So it's my great pleasure to join my NASSCOM and launch this report.
So much, Rajiv, and this report will be available on the NASSCOM website early next week. But I'm not going to let you go so fast. I'd love to get your insights on a couple of questions. So, at NTLF, we're looking at the theme of future readiness. And one trend that has dominated the last 2 years is the future of work and how technology is playing a key role to shape this future of work. So as we look ahead in the next 12, 24 months, what is that one big trend that you believe will shape the workplace and help maximize the twin imperatives of enhancing employee experience and productivity?
Thanks, Sangeeta. And even as the report said, there is a vast majority of employees, 74%, who are enjoying the flexibility that remote work gives, right? And at the same time, you have an equal number of employees, 73% again, which say they are craving for more in-person interaction and more in-person meetings. And that's what we call as the hybrid paradox, right? It's a paradox. On one hand, people like the flexibility. On the other hand, they are wanting, more in-person interaction, just the way we used to have it earlier. So technology plays a key role in bridging this paradox. And the one trend that I'd love to share is you're going to see a reimagining of people, of places, of processes inside every organization to overcome this paradox. And Sangeeta, like you said, the balance between productivity and engagement can be bridged by using the technology, which is what the report delves into.
That's really right. And the more we're talking to people, Rajiv, the whole hybrid work means different things to different companies. And even within a company, it's different for different job roles. So it'll be very interesting if we are ever in a post-pandemic world, what and how the hybrid future of work will settle to a normal, right? And I think technology has been the major savior in this pandemic. I think the report very clearly calls out how every respondent who responded to the survey believes that it's only because of technology enablement that they could really shift to the whole remote working model. And, the results of the technology industry that we shared are really here to stay. So my second question was really, you talked about the great, the adjustment that's now happening. And you hear Satya Nadella talk about the great reshuffle and how organizations will need to prepare for a whole new way of working that embeds flexibility, collaboration, and innovation. What do you think is the role that leaders will need to play as we transition into these new workplace operating models? So it's very, a lot of conversation is always about employees, but what do you think is the key role for leaders? And how do we prepare not just CXOs, but the next level managers to be able to adapt and thrive in this new way of working?
Yeah, no, Sangeeta, one thing that we learn, right, from this hybrid work and the great reshuffle, the great resignation, a lot of words there. But essentially, people are asking questions not just about where they work or when they work, but increasingly they are asking questions about why they are working, right, which is leading to all this. And if you look at it, it's actually a leadership issue because there has never been a greater need than now to create connection between employees, create connection between leadership and management and employees, and even to the company's mission statement. And to me, our leaders and managers play a very, very important role because it's easier said than done. No two individuals have the same work style. No two teams are the same. No two organizations are the same. So the crux of the matter is we have to provide immense amount of flexibility. I think that's the new normal that will come. And our leaders and managers are going to be instrumental in bringing this flexibility to every team, right? And what should they be doing? It comes down to basics. We'll have to not just do happy hours and social catch-ups, but managers play a very important role in doing what I call as brilliant basics, right? Making sure they are providing clarity, making sure they are helping their teams prioritize, they're taking care of their well-being, they're connecting on a regular basis. I think that's the critical role that a manager plays. I think what's also important is a lot of new employees that have come in the middle of the pandemic where they've never visited the office and they've started working. So how do managers make it easier for newer people entering the workforce, entering their organization, and make them part of the culture, part of the team is going to be super important. And then, like you and I have been discussing, technology plays a key role. So the managers are not on their own. We have to equip them with a lot of insights in where they are spending time, how they are connecting with their team, how their team is working with other team. And today, the beauty of technology is all these insights can be made available to them so that they are that much more well informed when they're bringing this flexibility, to their teams. So I think leadership is essential to solving this great reshuffle that we are saying and making sure every employee feels included, every employee feels engaged, and we can get better work done.
That's really well articulated, Rajiv, because flexibility is just so important when you talk across every organization, every employee, and I think somehow we've not been used to, how do you build out a flexible environment? And I think the culmination of, the remote and the hybrid work along with technology is really going to help us build out this new way of work. Thank you so much, Rajiv, for this great partnership. We look forward to, taking the insights of this report ahead in the year and really help industries, companies decode what and how they can use technology better to shape the new way of working. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sangeeta. Thank you for having me on the show.
Reshaping ways of working. Thank you, Sangeeta and Rajiv. It sure looks like the report is really going to support the IT industry, take it to the next level and the next notch than what's been, and the future surely looks promising. Make sure to download the report. It's going to be available next week.